Welcome to my channel. My name is Lorraine and I help people live with passion, purpose and positivity. And the topic of today's video is 3 steps to wealth. Wow, that's a biggie, isn't it? So I'm going to go over 3 ways you can improve your bank balance and watch it grow. Now, we have been programmed a lot of times to live in the lack mentality. And when we're asking for more money and asking the universe for more money, please universe, send me some more money, you're actually in the lack mindset. So what you've got to do, you've got to act as if, think from the end, your end result, so you're a vibrational match to that wealth. And number 1 is get clear. Get clear of how much money you'd like to see in your bank account. Now, this can be a little bit tricky because if you say you want £1 million in your bank account, the universe can deliver £1 million or even £1. This size doesn't matter to the universe. It's your vibration that does matter. But what is very important is, do you believe it? Do you believe that's possible? Because it's not about working hard. It's not about winning the lottery. It's none of those things. It's about being a vibrational match to that amount that you want. Now, everybody's amount will be different. Your amount might be just £1,000 in your bank account, or it might be £100,000 in your bank account. But what you've got to do, you've got to feel good when you think of that money in your bank account. So get clear, get very clear. Get some bank statements and Tipex out the amount that's there and put the amount that you want. And you could write affirmations on your mirror. You know, I'm so happy and grateful that I now have £10,000 in my bank account, or whatever that amount is. So the first one is get very clear. Step number two is, what are your thoughts and feelings around your new increased wealth? Does it make you feel secure? Does it make you feel as though you've got all the freedom in the world to do what you want, when you want, with who you want? No, having a lot of money is different things to different people. Some people get more money and they're never satisfied and they still want more. And that's not really a wealth mindset in my mind. You can have sort of quite little money in your bank account and have a wealth mindset. My best friend actually has always got a wealth mindset, and she doesn't have huge amounts in her bank account, but she always knows, without a doubt, ever since I've known her, which is 30 years, that money's always going in, and it does, and she behaves and thinks like she's a wealthy person. And to my mind, she's the wealthiest person I know, apart from me, of course. So what are your thoughts and feelings? Do you feel proud that you've been able to create this money, or freedom, security? Write it down, what you think you're going to feel like when you've got your wealth. So step number 3 is, how would you act if you're a wealthy person? Now, there's no good sort of doing all the work that I've just said about and then going down the high street and saying, I can't afford that, I can't have that. You could do something like walk down the high street and say, I can have that. If I wanted that, I could have that. I am rich. I'm rich beyond my wildest dreams. You could have these thoughts, these affirmations in your head and really feel it. What would you do? You'd go booking holidays, wouldn't you, for in the year, and adventures that you and your loved ones can go on. You'd be looking at cars. You'd be feeling as if the world's your oyster. You behave like it. I mean, I was walking down the high street the other day and I like to look in charity shops, not necessarily because it's cheap, but because you get lots of different things in there and it's like an Aladdin's cave sometimes. But there has been times when I've wanted to find something cheap, when I used to have my lack mindset. And I found myself going into charity shops and I was aware of why I was looking at the things I was looking at. Why am I looking for this? Is it because I want to save money? Because I know that I'm rich. A rich person wouldn't necessarily go into a charity shop. And I did say this to my best friend about you know, if I become really wealthy, I wouldn't go into charity shops anymore. She says, I would, because she's very resourceful, you know. You go into charity shops to find that one unique item. And so I analysed why I was in the charity shop, and I decided I was in the charity shop because it felt like an Aladdin's cave. I felt like I was going to find that one item that was going to really look good on me. Act like a person who is very wealthy indeed, and you will become it. In my eBooks that I've written, 6 eBooks, and I'll put the links in the description below, I've used this act as if, using your imagination and your mind to create the experiences that I've wanted. And one of my most profound adventures was the book Higher and Higher, when I went to Everest Base Camp. And I spent 6 months pre-paving, imagining, acting as if, because I went with a summit expedition with 6 burly mountaineers. So I had to get in the right mindset to go on this adventure. And it was actually one of the most amazing adventures I've ever been on. And I do think it was because I prepared mentally. If I didn't prepare mentally, it wouldn't have gone so well. So they're well worth a read. And in my ebooks, I talk about this all the time, about using your mind, use your imagination, think from the end. You want something, you don't say, I want it, I want it, I want it. You act as if you've got it now. What are your thoughts and feelings? How would you act? Are you clear? And then that manifestation will come to you because you're on the right frequency. So yeah, so Albert Einstein says imagination is more powerful than knowledge, because imagination encircles the world. You can go anywhere with imagination. And that's what I'm inviting you to do today, to get that wealth that you want. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button or subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Blessings, much love, and namaste.